This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Nix. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one taken in by Whittington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Stafford. That's taken in left side by Whittington. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at
back
the
to throw, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Whittington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Harrison Mevis for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Gets around him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake. Nix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
It's second down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
Their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 23, here's a second down and 9. Now Stafford. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute.
But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 yards. And the Rams.
Here's Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Stafford now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
Another Rams, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Rams 14. Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Broncos.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot before break. Nix dancing to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Good job of just taking what's there. He found his man over the middle for the first down. Everyone always wants to see the big highlight plays, but those smart decisions that keep the chains moving are just as important.
Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Stafford now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Broncos' 45-yard
to throw is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Stafford. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And now Stafford's going to move him around.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
At the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw. Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Honest Mebus for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To throw, here's Nix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Nix to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The big fella! He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. Touchdown, L.A. Colby Parkinson, 99 yards. And the Rams up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Honest Mevis for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Rams 28, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
He's brought down.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Third and 2. Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take